Yes, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to Football Talks. I'm Adam. We're going through all the papers. We're going through all of the headlines this Sunday morning, the 7th of September, and they are jam-packed with absolute onslaught onto Thomas Tuchel and his England side. What is it with England? Why are we so dull? Why are we so boring? And how painful is it watching Premier League players that are paid an absolute fortune who perform for their clubs turn up for England and look like they have got no idea what they're doing? Honestly, right now, I'm pulling it up. These Arsenal players. Now, we did the watch-along for Arsenal against Liverpool at Anfield. Arteta set this Arsenal team up to get the draw. Boring. Really boring. I'm sorry. He needs to, with that quality of team, be going at the opposition. He needs to be winning them games. And it cost him the win. It cost him the 3 points. And the criticism comes his way. Then players coming into that England game yesterday against Andorra that came from Arsenal in particular. I'm having a go at them. It seems like I'm sort of making a beeline for them. It wasn't all of them. We'll go through the other players as well and Tuchel himself. But still, when you look at that team, like we've got Miles Skeller, you've got Madueke, you've got Declan Rice, you've got Eberechi Eze, you've got who else was it there? I think there was mainly 4 Arsenal players. I mean, these are top players, absolute top players, and they are crumbling in an England shirt. Honestly, these are minnows. I said it yesterday on the watch-along. If you wasn't watching the watch-along yesterday, Andorra are ranked 176 in FIFA World Rankings. 176. Honestly, England 4th, and we could not lay a glove on them. We could not lay a finger on them. They were absolutely awful, England, yesterday. No idea. What do we blame? Do we blame the players not being up for wearing the England shirt and the Premier League being more important? Again, goes back to the point that I was making yesterday again here on Football Talks, where I said this is the most pointless international break out of all 4 of the international breaks that we do. It really is. You've just started the season. Players have just made transfers. Everybody's just fighting to get fit and get in their side, work out the systems with their new teams, get to know the new players, and then you're away. After 2 weeks, you're on international duty, and it's pointless. It really is. But then again, I looked at Portugal yesterday, and Portugal went and smashed Armenia 5-0 like they should do. A good side doing what a good side should do, which is put a poor minnow side to the sword. England just don't do this. Why? Why are we so bad? Is it Tuchel? Is it the players? Certain good points yesterday. Anderson from Forest, Elliot Anderson, I thought he was excellent. I thought he had a great game yesterday. Pickford didn't have a save to make, so you would say that's job done on that side of things. But how are the likes of Rice, Kane, Rashford, Eze, Madueke, how are these players not creating chances against a side like Andorra? It's pathetic. The fact that one of the goals was an own goal as well. Good God, that's embarrassing on its own. Look, you can look at it half full or half empty, the whole situation, really, can't you? Because England are 3 from 3 and look like they're destined to qualify for the World Cup. A great point made by Henry Winter this morning. Back in when England had Capello as manager, we absolutely crushed qualifying. We were outstanding in qualifying. And then we went and stunk out South Africa. It was appalling, wasn't it? It was absolutely dreadful. Maybe we're looking at this a little bit, let's just say, too critically. Like, look, qualifying is boring. Qualifying is just a case of getting the job done. You want to be saving your best football for when we actually are in the tournaments. I put a poll up there right now, gauging from where we're at right now. Under Tuchel, obviously, because he will be the manager going into this World Cup. How far will England go in the World Cup? That's the poll running right now, everybody. How far will England go? Group exit, round of 16, quarterfinals, or better? Because I can't see us winning it. There's too many good teams. England will not win the World Cup, I don't think, playing the way we are. Look, I think Tuchel's the right man to take England to World Cup glory. I do. I think he's a man that just comes in short term, gets the job done, and when it matters, he usually always ends up picking up a trophy, even when we're crap. So I think that Tuchel is the right man to take England forward right now. In that tournament environment, I'd rather it be him there than Gareth Southgate, I'll be honest. Too many niceties. I think we need some brutal, honest truths, I think, and Tuchel will give these England players that. But at the moment, I'm gauging where everybody's at. 18% of you actually think that it's going to be a group exit, so we don't even get through the group stage of the World Cup. 18% of you said that. 34% think round of 16. Quarterfinals is winning it at the moment with 38% of the vote. And 10% think we're going to get better than the quarterfinals and go on, possibly, and win the tournament. It is a far cry, isn't it? It really is. That game yesterday against Andorra, and again, keep going back to it, the minnows. I think I've seen Oliver Holt's report today in the papers. He said a famous ski resort has held England to a 2-0 win at home in a World Cup qualifier. That says everything. Andorra, the snoring. What was it? Snorer Andorra or something was the headline that we put on our thumbnail today from one of the papers this morning. It's really, really bad. It's really bad. And Thomas Tuchel has got a bit of an issue there. He needs to raise his fan base up. The fact that Villa Park wasn't even full yesterday for a World Cup qualifier tells you that people are bored of what they're watching. They don't want to go and spend their money and their weekends going watching England anymore. And it's great that they're throwing the games around the country. Maybe that affected the attendance. Maybe it was embarrassing for England if they turned up to Wembley and it looked half empty, because there were big sections of Villa Park that were empty yesterday as well. And Wembley would have looked really embarrassing with England fans there if that was played in the capital yesterday. So I do believe that England right now, the England fans need to pick me up. They need to go out and smash someone to bits just to convince the fan base and get them on board again. We're still in limp mode right now, I think, as a fans of England and Thomas Tuchel. It's not got going. There's not been enough. There's been plenty of talk and there's big enough circus around it, but it just doesn't have the same sort of grab leading up to a World Cup that it should have. The excitement of going to the USA 2026 World Cup, massive World Cup. Everyone wants to be there. It's not there. It just doesn't feel there with England at the moment and the England fans. And I think this is just because of the way that we're actually playing the football. And that's where we're at. And I don't think anybody's convinced at all by it. And that poll tells me everything. The majority of people who think that we're going to get past the quarter-final stage, out of everyone who's voted so far, 8%. Please do get voting on that poll. Get your comments in. I'm going to come to some of your thoughts on this right now. Let's gauge where everyone's at. I'd rather watch my beard grow than watch England, says Tomo. Jeffrey actually thought Nani was the brightest spark. I get just no end products. He got the cross that got us the own goal. I'll give him that. But Nani was definitely the better of the higher profile players up front. I'll give you that one, definitely, Jeffrey. Jordan says, because they all come from clubs around the globe, with all different styles, it doesn't make a team. Everybody else does seem to get it, though. Like, you look at Portugal, you look at Spain, you look at the other bigger nations, and they're all, well, they're not all of them, because there's some bad results, actually, in some of the international games, but England are ranked fourth. Seriously. 176. You can see where I'm going with it. This is not good. It's not good at all. We should be absolutely annihilating Andorra, and we're not. We're not getting anywhere near. If this England team turns up to Wales in October, then we will beat you. We will beat you, England, says Huggles. You'd probably be more up for it. Bellamy will definitely have that Wales side up for that game against England, and we will struggle. We will struggle in that game, 100%. So Gareth knows, says Hugo. So Gareth knows. Jordan back in again. Blame the foreign FA League, Premier League and Championship is the foreign league. We need a tougher and better homegrown, I think that's supposed to say, homegrown players. There's a few more in here. Let's get a few more comments in. Sherlock says that playing for England was a player's desire to crown their career. Now it's like taking a walk. No pride. Stephanie says I only watch England in tournaments for this season. Internationals are tedious. They are. It was yesterday. Silverback says, it's horrible, ain't it, Tomo? I like when the kids go back to school after summer, a few weeks, and then off again. As in the international break, yeah. All are playing different style systems that don't work together. Like when we had the best squad in the world with Rio, Gerrard, Lamps, Rooney, etc. doesn't gel. That's the problem for Thomas Tuchel then. So really, when we look at the response from the chat, we're looking at Thomas Tuchel needing to find a way to bring these players together then, aren't we? We're looking at Thomas Tuchel here and we're saying, right, okay, you've got the best players here and there's some absolutely awesome players. You need to be looking at this side and creating a system that works best. Like, who are your best players? You work around them. I mean, I'll tell you one player who would have made a difference yesterday in that game. Jack Grealish. Obviously, as a Man United fan myself, and obviously his time at Manchester City, I don't like Jack Grealish. I don't. Rivalry and obviously all of that. But I know what Jack Grealish would bring in a low block type of game. That's the type of play that was missing. We had pace and pace and pace up front in that game yesterday, and it didn't work. Rashford was running down blind alleys, running into Andorran players. You needed someone who was just going to have that little bit of something else. And you know what? Credit, like Jeffrey says, to Noni Madueke. He actually did it and created some decent moments. Eza should have scored from a amazing run that he made into the box. His cross brought us one of the goals, the own goal. Look, it should have been 20 times better from England yesterday, but we were missing characters on that pitch yesterday, I thought, more than anything. Good players, good technical players, but these international games, they go into them, these minnows, and they go in there with a game plan, a solid game plan, and make it difficult, and that's all they're up for doing. They don't care about the result, they don't care about anything else, they just want to come out with it with credit, and you have to have something different. Jack Grealish would have been the perfect player for that game yesterday, and I hope he makes his way back into this England side. If Jack Grealish goes to the World Cup, England have got a better chance in that World Cup, because you're going to come up against similar sorts of outfits over there in USA, and it's not going to be easy. The weather's going to be horrendous, going to be zapping. You're just going to need someone who can look after the ball a lot better than what Marcus Rashford does. And I tell you what, if you had Jack Grealish on the wing, on the left where Marcus Rashford was yesterday, and playing at Villa Park as well, I mean, come on, you see where I'm going with this? I think that would have made a massive difference. I think Tuchel has to be brave with his selections. I think he has to be brave. Like bringing in, like we said before, I did a video the other day, Max Dowman. No, I'm sorry. If I'm Jack Grealish and I'm seeing Max Dowman come into this England side ahead of me for the World Cup, I'm thinking, what is wrong with this manager? Definitely not the right way to go. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I mean, yeah, because you know him from Chelsea. Like, what is going on there with that? There are better players in the Premier League that are ahead of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm sorry, I don't mean any disrespect to Ruben, but I just think that Thomas Tuchel could be to blame in the players that he's bringing into this side here. I really do. I understand the majority of the players that he selected in that team yesterday, and I understand he's got to give debuts and try other things out, but I mean, Gibbs-White, I definitely think should be in there. Elliott deserves his chance from his performances last season. It's the front line that I've got a problem with. I don't know if he knows his best front line, and I don't know if he's going to figure it out in time. I don't. And that's the worry I've got. I think he has got the capabilities of getting something out of this squad, but he needs the right players there. And this is where I think Thomas Tuchel will fail. It won't be in the tournament. I think he'll do well in the tournament itself. But when you need them winners and you need that extra little bit of bite right at the end of a tournament, when you need someone to open it up, I don't think he's given enough chances to players or even looked at certain players that could give him that tournament, not so much experience, but that tournament X factor. That's what I think anyway. Playing in these qualifiers, yeah, run-of-the-mill games. Anybody can play in them. We've seen it. I think there's going to be a point come November, October sort of international breaks where he needs to be bringing in the likes of Jack Grealish just to see how we can mould him into a team, even if it's Jack Grealish off the bench to open up a game. Yes. Why does he not pick Adam Wharton in midfield? I think he wanted to give Elliott a chance, Ginge, to be honest. But again, there's another player there that you should have in your side. Adam Wharton is a definite for England, I think, for this World Cup. Personally, F the big names out of England. Too many managers pick big names, big name players, and not a team. Well, Elliot Anderson, Miles Skelly, Noni Madueke, these are not like big names. I mean, we're talking what? Rashford, Kane, these types of players. Robbie says England are bad. England are bad a lot. International football is a waste of time, people. Again, it gets in the way of the club football at this stage of the season. The last thing you want to be doing is cutting off from the Premier League when it's just got started and going into the international games. It's so annoying, isn't it? It does my head in. It really does. I cannot wait for this weekend to be over, and then the countdown to the Premier League coming back again for another month through after this weekend. It's brilliant. So get today done and out of the way, and then we're looking forward. I think that's what everybody wants right now. Let's see what else we've got in the comment section here. Where are we at? Get your thoughts. In England, I like Manchester United boring and can't score goals, especially against easy teams. I don't think we're boring. I think United do have the excitement factor. Usually it's against us, but it's coming back. Look, we bagged 3 goals against Burnley. Come on. You should have scored 2 against Grimsby. Come on, what do you want? I'm only joking, by the way. But where are we at now? Top of the group. 9 points from 9. I think we're +6, +7 goal difference or something like that. If we beat Serbia on Tuesday away from home, we're pretty much through into the World Cup. So then he can sort of mix it up and try and work things out. I think what would it be? If we beat Serbia, we'd be 5 points ahead of them. And then we've got to play them at home. And the other teams in the group, my God, you could play championship sides and do all right against the teams in our group. It is pitiful. It's crap. It's probably why nobody turned up to Villa Park yesterday. I mean, they did, but it definitely wasn't a packed-out Villa Park yesterday. Liam says, too many players get charity token caps that don't really deserve them. I don't think we chose the strongest squad until it's tournament time. Maybe in March when England have their last international break. Obviously, there'll be a bit of a spell in June where we'll get some friendlies as well before we head out to the World Cup. I feel like that is... I think that's when we're going to know. So I think it's going to be into the new year, actually, when we start to figure out what Tuchel is going to do. And then I think we can start to look at how he's actually going to put these players in the team. But hey, look, that is England. On the other hand, on the other side of things, obviously, we were talking yesterday while the game was on, like favourites for the World Cup. In fact, give me your favourite for the World Cup, everybody. It is an international break. Football talks, paper talk today. We're talking everything international-wise. Get into the comments and let me know who you think is going to win the World Cup. Who are your favourites at this early stage right now? I'm just going to go through the actual groups now. Bear with me a second. Just going to put these in and just see what everyone is doing. Right. Let's just bring it up. Right, groups as it is at the moment. Let's have a look through. Right. Oh, for God's sake. It's the wrong bleeding one. Sorry, everyone. I'm on the wrong bleeding page. Right. Okay, all right, here we go. I'll get it up now. Right, so as we are, so World Cup qualification, these are the European groups right now. Northern Ireland, actually, top of their group. Let's see who's pulling up trees. Some really small groups as well. It's weird how there's some groups that have only got 4 in them. Obviously, France, I would say, have to be up there. Spain have to be up there for me. They're both 1 from 1 in their groups. Portugal obviously got off to a winning start in their group. England are in one of the bigger groups, so have played more games. Netherlands drew 1-1 with Poland yesterday, so they're comfortable at the top of their group, I'd say. They've got a decent enough squad. Have they got enough to get over the line? Bosnia and Herzegovina, like they're already 4 from 4 in their qualifying. Not a team that I would put down as favourites to win the World Cup, but going great guns. Norway, top of their group. Haaland's going to be in a World Cup finally, maybe. Italy, they've backed up their first defeats of the group stages by winning back-to-back games. So they've got a bit of work to do yet to catch up to Norway. That's going to be an interesting end to that group. Wales, obviously, doing all right as well in their group. They have had... Wales have played 5 matches, more than anybody else. It's weird how this is weird. There's some national teams that have only played 1 game so far. So Wales, top of their group on 10 points. Belgium obviously got 2 games in hand on them. They're the ones that you would look at to take that. But well done to Wales. Like, that is a That is a great start for them. North Macedonia in that group also not actually beaten yet. England, have we actually played 4 games, England? I thought it was 9 from 9. I thought we played 3. Is this actually right? Right. What are England's games that we've actually played then? I need to find out what it is. I can't remember the other games that England have actually played. Bear with me a second. I'm just having a quick scout through this. Right, so England beat Latvia. England beat Albania. England have actually played Andorra twice now. God, we did. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. And yeah, England then in the latest group. Wow. Yeah, so England are 4 from 4. We're pretty much done, home and hosed, aren't we? As it is. 12 points, plus 8 goal difference. I've lost track. This is how boring it actually is, isn't it? This is how boring it actually is, this World Cup qualifying at the moment. We actually, games there that we actually forgot had actually been played. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Good God. Right, let's get some comments in on this and see where everybody's thinking. Who had a favourite? Spain, Portugal, coming up quite a bit in there as well in the chat. Let's see what else we've got. So get your thoughts in. Who is the favourites? Who are the favourites? Lots of Portugal flags flying up there as well. No one in on Germany just yet, by the looks of it. Ray with a super chat. Thank you, Ray. Not a City fan, but I would love to see Haaland in the World Cup. He needs to be in the big tournaments. I think all the big players should be in the World Cup. And I think Norway, looking at that group, they definitely will be. They definitely will be. In fact, looking at the England group right now and how it is, I think we're pretty much qualified if we actually beat Serbia on Tuesday, which is mad. 15 points if we beat Serbia. They've only played 3 games, but we would be, if we beat Serbia, we'd be 8 points clear already after 5 games. And we only play what? We only play 8 games, don't we? We've only got 3 games left to play. I know that's probably why we've got the Wales friendly coming up as well. But look, looking at that, the one that stands out for me, and I wanted to mention this as well, is Portugal's first international qualifier or World Cup qualifier. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my days, this man just keeps on going. It's scary. Like, I've got my opinions from the Man United side of things when he ditched his players and walked off the pitch. Still not forgiving him for that. But Cristiano Ronaldo, a quick mention for him. 2 more goals. 140 international goals came up yesterday. That is absolutely ridiculous. The man is an absolute machine. And you know what? Opinions aside, I have to give this man the utmost credit. He is definitely the GOAT. When it comes to performances, keeping yourself at the top level. I mean, I don't even know how many World Cups this is now for Cristiano Ronaldo. I've not looked at his stats. I don't really need to look at his stats to know that he's absolutely destroying it. He wants them 1,000 goals, doesn't he? 1,000 career goals. No one's ever going to match him for stats. I'm telling you this right now. In my lifetime, no one's going to get near it. Even past my lifetime, no one is ever going to be able to compete with Cristiano Ronaldo. Never in a million years. I just think he's an absolute machine. And I don't know how he does it. Well, we all know how he does it in terms of his lifestyle and everything. And there is a big dedication factor to that. But, I mean, massive hats off to Cristiano Ronaldo. Is there anyone better? Honestly, in terms of career, length of career, how he's gone about it, his record is second to none. It's ridiculous. Ronaldo has scored 40 goals since turning 30 on the international stage, which is mad. Absolutely mad. Please like the video as well, everybody. Let's see if we can get that close to 100 likes. Get your thoughts in on Cristiano Ronaldo. Is there anyone better? Honestly, for everything, the full package. Is there anyone that competes with him? I know we've got the old Ronaldo and Messi debate and everything like that, but wow. Seriously, the man is still going at the age he is, and he's performing at the top level. 2 more goals. And his second goal he scored last night, 25-yard thunderbolt right into the top corner. He has got it. Absolutely got it. Ronaldo is something else. Insane professional, says Silverback. Ronaldo is a cyborg. Yeah. It's debatable, actually, on Pele's goals, whether they were actual proper goals, as in professional goals as well, on Pele's record. Someone brought that up as a conversation. I'm not going to get into it, but someone mentioned it one time on a show. I think it was on a radio station, actually, about Pele's goals. But look, I'm still. I've got to just say that Ronaldo, I think, is just the best out there. He is phenomenal, and I think Portugal. I've said this before. I think Portugal will struggle with Ronaldo in their side. It's crazy me saying he's the GOAT and he's amazing, but I sometimes feel like they're playing with 10 men when Ronaldo plays, but he just scores goals. That's the thing. He just keeps on scoring goals. And you can never drop him out of your side because he's going to win the game for you. But I actually feel Portugal, people have said last night, actually, when we was doing the watch along, like it's written in the stars that Portugal win the World Cup. Ronaldo's last World Cup. It's got to be his last World Cup. There's no way he survives another 4 years at this level. Surely not even for him. But it's written in the stars, Portugal will win the World Cup. I actually think that Portugal have a stronger team without Ronaldo. Believe it or not, that's mad in saying that. But I think that is where we're actually at. I think they are even stronger without him. And I don't think they'll have a problem carrying on when he's gone. But at the moment, you cannot argue with what he's doing. He just keeps on scoring goals. It was like that Nations League final against Spain. Ronaldo, there he is again. Wins another tournament. He gets another trophy. He is absolutely off the scale. Ridiculous, that man. And I credit him. Could you imagine, Adam, outside Old Trafford, you see the best Charlton and Law and Ronaldo? No, I could never see that, to be honest, because he's not been at United long enough, mate. Oh, he's not done enough at Manchester United, in my opinion. Portugal play some lovely football, says Tom, what they do. Ronaldo reminds me of Stanley Matthews. Played until he was fifth there. Both great players. Yeah, you have got to have something inside you to be playing to that age, haven't you? Cristiano Ronaldo wants to be remembered forever. He certainly will. Oh, he will. 100%. Fred says, hi guys. Wow, what a cracking night. Keep up the volume. Keep the volume down, lads. He's got a bit of a rough head. Sorry, mate. We were celebrating Andre Onana leaving Manchester United on FUTV a moment ago in the first live show of the day. We're now talking Cristiano Ronaldo and how much of a GOAT he actually is. Again, score, I think, 100. And actually, let me just bring up the stats. Actually, might as well do it. Ronaldo's scoring stats. Here we go. Right, courtesy of Transfer Talk, this is Cristiano Ronaldo and his whole career. Oh my God. Like, his record is... Oh, it's off the scale. Right, so here we go. Let's go through the clubs. So, for Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo played 438 games and scored 450 goals, getting 131 assists. That alone, oh my days, 450 goals for one club. At Manchester United, 346 games and 145 goals, 72 assists. Staggering. Again, over 200 goal involvements for Manchester United alone. Juventus went there. 134 games, 101 goals, 28 assists. Again, almost a goal involvement a game for Juventus. El Nazar at the moment, 108 games, 95 goals and 20 assists. A goal involvement every game. Again, Sporting, 31 games, 5 goals, 6 assists before he came out. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Portugal, let's just have a quick look at his international career as well. For Portugal, he has 222 games and 140 goals. Oh my God. They are off the scale. That is mental. I mean, credit to him. Absolute credit to him. Wow, I still remember his debut for Manchester United coming on against Bolton when he first burst on the scene. Didn't score that day, but caused absolute chaos for Bolton at the back at Old Trafford. The guy is an absolute beast, he is. Look, we're right down nostalgia road there and everything that is international break. Hopefully, we get through the rest of this week now with more entertaining international games, with bigger teams starting to get their campaigns underway. We'll cover it on Football Talks throughout the week as well, everybody. But in full build-up to the international break being over, and that's all we want, isn't it? We want to be bringing back our football, our Premier League football. So let's look forward to that as well. We are 1 week away now from the Premier League being back, and I will be covering everything in the lead up to this weekend's action as well here on Football Talks, as well as FUTV. But I'm going to cut that short. I've got a massive day today. If you are in the Manchester area at 2 o'clock today, Eccles Sixth Form College, my team, Kaz's team, Winter Wanderers ladies, play a FA Cup qualifier at Eccles Sixth Form College against Marine FC. Yes, that Marine. So please do get down, come support the girls if you're there. I'll be there pretty much all afternoon. It's a massive day for us, so I'm going to go get everything prepared now, get on with my day. I'll be back later on FUTV, so make sure you are there later on. I'll let you know how the whole day goes down. But yes, what a day this is going to be. Thank you, everybody. Again, love Ronnie's iron will to win a proper, says Ant. Thank you for that super chat, mate. I will see you all later on. Thank you so much, mods. Thank you, everybody, from FUTV and Football Talks throughout the morning. Please give the video a like on the way out. Let's see if we can get that up near 100. I'll see you all later on. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. And, yeah, be back in a bit.